Hello, this is Sam Bevan here. Really quick one for this Monday afternoon. If you are renting a property and the property goes on the market for sale, how does that affect your tenancy? Okay, if you have got a fixed term tenancy in place, then your tenancy overrides the sale. So if they sell the property in 60 days and you have another year to go on your lease, you have no obligation to end your lease early. If the agent or the buyer want to have a private negotiation with you whereby they make an offer to you to end the tenancy earlier in exchange for something, help with moving costs, financial compensation, or just because you're a really nice person and you don't mind helping them out, then that's a private discussion that you have between you, and you make a decision based on that as an independent situation. That's not covered by the Residential Tenancies Act, and that is something you would negotiate between the new buyers and yourselves, or the agent and yourselves, or the seller and yourselves, whoever's making the decisions. Secondly, how often can they come home and show the property? Come home, come through and show the property. Oh, it's Monday afternoon, I'm tired. So it's a reasonable number of times given a reasonable amount of notice. It's pretty vague. When you rent a property and you have your routine inspection every 3 months, there is a set guideline as to how much notice must be given and that kind of thing, but it's different when your property is being sold. So what I would do as the tenant is I would say, look, please give me plenty of notice. If you want to come through on the Saturday, please let me know by the Tuesday, so that I can arrange my weekend and make sure that, you know, I'm not there and I don't have to see what's going on. So that's what I would ask the selling rep to do, just to use courtesy. I'd be expecting them not to call you at 4 o'clock on a Friday to arrange to come through on a Saturday morning. Again, it's courtesy. I wouldn't appreciate it if I was the tenant, so I wouldn't do it to a tenant. You might have special circumstances, or it might be a one-off, or they might ask you for a special favour, but it's a bit rude. They should be better organised than that. They might also have someone who comes through the property on the weekend who wants to have a second viewing on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night or after work or something. And again, that's up to the selling rep to give you a call and have a chat and see what suits you so that they can get their job done, but also not to cause too much disruption to you. It is in the best interest of the tenant to make sure the property is well presented and clean and available for viewing, I believe, because the faster it sells, the less time you're going to be disrupted for. If you make it difficult for the selling rep to bring people through, it's going to take too long to sell and you're going to both be frustrated by the process. So give and take. And the final thing I would say is with regards to your personal belongings, I would have them put away. I've never, ever had a situation where someone's come through a home open and something's been stolen. That is not to say that you shouldn't still be very, very careful. The rep will do their best to make sure no one is wandering through the house unaccompanied, but you need to be aware that the rep does not have insurance for your personal belongings. So keep it away, out of sight, locked up, or take it to a friend's house if you're worried about it. When someone comes to a home open, you're dealing with an unknown quantity. You don't know them and the rep doesn't know them, so just be smart about it. That's probably all the advice that I would give. So just know your rights. Your lease is your lease, regardless of if the property sells or not. It doesn't get cancelled the day the property sells to a new person. If you have any further questions, drop me a line and ask me, or give Rewa a call, or the tenancy advice line. There's lots of people who can give you some advice on this situation, and you should definitely find out what your rights are.